Chapter 5.1 The Keys March On. After classes at the end of the day, as Hinako walks through the hallway, she hears a beautiful piano piece. As Hinako follows the sound of the piano, a girl slams the piano and yells out in despair. A girl pops out of the piano room and she seems distressed. As Hinako tries to question her, she realizes that this girl is thinking out loud. What a strange girl. The girl just ignores the fact that Hinako can hear her think out loud and just goes straight to business. So Hinako introduces herself and the girl does an introduction. Her name is Fumio Taya. When Hinako starts to compliment Fumio about her piano skills, she denies it and said that it's just a simple piece. Anyone can learn to play if they practice hard enough. Fumio then tells Hinako that she knows what she needs to get better, and that is a death march. Fumio also tells Hinako about the origins of the Death March, which happens to start with her dad's IT job. When asked for an example, Fumio struggles to give Hinako one. But Fumio demands that she needs the Death March to improve her piano skills, while Hinako thinks otherwise. In turn, Fumio then tells Hinako that she should try out for herself. Fumio then takes her leave. Before going home, Hinako goes to the cafe store and buys a sweet glazed bread. She also buys a drink to go with it, which is cider. At home, Hinako lays down and searches up the Death March to see what it actually was. She finds out that TLDR, a death march, is working yourself to death in an IT environment or workplace. Before going to sleep, Hinako takes a nice hot bath and thinks to herself about Fumio. Is this girl going to be okay? Maybe I should check on her tomorrow. Hinako finishes up and then gets out of the bath to finally take a rest. The next day, during their lunch break, Hinako asks their ace detective Ako about the mysterious girl called Fumio. And of course, Ako knows all about the genius Fumio and her great piano skills. Now Lime and Yuzu are both interested in this mysterious Fumio girl. Hinako tells the twin lollies that she just happened to bump into Fumio while walking home and heard her awesome piano skills. And also Fumio's dad is an IT engineer. Ako then fills them in on some of the missing details. Fumio is a rich girl, and that Fumio's grandma wants her to become a grand pianist. Lime is thinking about the fragment profits. Ako also tells the gang that Fumio has been stressing over her upcoming recital, but Hinako already knew about Fumio's recital. The recital is the reason why Fumio has been acting all strange. In return for the information that Ako shared, she wants to have an interview with the twin lollies. Yuzu and Lime declines, sending Ako crying away. At this point, Yuzu wants to make another friend, while Lime wants another fragment. Ultimately, Hinako decides to leave Fumio alone for now, because sometimes leaving them alone might just be the best course of action. Yuzu protests and wants to know Fumio's feelings, while Lime thinks this opportunity could foster a stronger fragment. And of course, Yuzu doesn't agree. Hinako walks away and warns the twin lollies that they should be careful of the words they use against Fumio. Yuzu and Lime agrees with Hinako. After classes, Hinako thinks about some ways she could get advice to Fumio. She then remembers Fumio talking about the Death March. And out of nowhere, a wild Fumio appears, thinking to herself all of her thoughts. Without realizing that Hinako and the gang can hear her thoughts out loud, she greets them with the intention of ignoring them. To Fumio's surprise, they ask about her piano. She tells Hinako and the gang that by playing on a different piano, she could play exactly what she wanted. All Fumio needed was a different piano. There's nothing wrong with her skills at all. It was all the piano's fault. There's nothing wrong with her at all. Hinako and the gang starts to get suspicious about Fumio. Fumio is just being Fumio, fulfilling her grandma's expectations. And of course, Fumio starts to go haywire, which worries Hinako. And suddenly, Fumio has become a rampant. So the three reflectors jump into the common to kill the demons. And look, we haven't seen a transformation sequence in a while, so here it is. In the common, Hinako notices that it's just like Sarasa's. Then she realized this common must have been affected by the Death March. Lime says, fuck it, let's get the fragment. So the three reflectors journey on to find the fragment. Upon discovering the fragment, it's surrounded by demons. Lime reassures the group that it's the right fragment. Once again, Hinako feels the Death March. Lime is unimpressed. Now they fight the demons. Lime chooses her odd-looking Pikachu and use After killing the demons, Hinako still thinks about the Death March. Listening to Lime, Hinako goes and accepts the true feelings of Fumio. Very obviously, Fumio's true feelings are about her worries and her stress on the upcoming recital, how she won't be able to meet her grandma's expectations. Hinako now understands Fumio's true feelings. She was being stressed out, she was just telling herself and lying that it was okay when it was not. Hinako understands Fumio's feelings because she too has performed in front of many people and felt that nervousness. Now that Hinako has obtained the power of Fumio's fragments, she is gonna go back and give her advice of her life. The moment they get back to the real world, Fumio starts to think out loud all over again for everyone to hear. Hinako reveals the truth to Fumio, that the dream piano she was playing was all part of her imagination. Even after knowing the truth of her dream piano, Fumio still denies it and tries to find it instead. While Fumio is out looking for her dream piano, Lime explains that the piano is probably a product of her fragment. Fumio was so obsessed being perfect for her recital that her fragment manifested into a dream piano for her. Fumio comes back with a gloomy face and empty-handed. Now, Fumio starts to realize that it was probably a dream, and she will probably fail the recital. But Hinako used her experience performing ballet dances in front of crowds to reassure Fumio that she will be okay. Hinako now gives Fumio her life advice. Fumio needs to have truth in her playing, and also she must give something for listeners to feel. Fumio then doubts the feelings and truth in her playing, but Hinako assures Fumio that she was moved by Fumio's playing skills. And with this, Fumio finally realizes her true potential. Now that it's all cleared, Yuzu gives Hinako a ring to give to Fumio. Thinking out loud, Fumio says that the ring is terrible. Fumio takes it anyway and says that she will keep it safe and sound. At last, the new hopeful Fumio goes off and practices her piano. Having no idea what just happened, the group just accepts the situation. And this brings us an end to Chapter 5.1 Interlude.